We have the trailer for the Odyssey. I'm so excited to watch this thing because it didn't play in front of Avatar. I thought it would. We got that little Steve Rogers thing, but this is the trailer I actually wanted to watch, so let's do this. It's still weird to not see Warner Brothers with his movies. Wow.
After years of war,
He looks awesome.
no one could stand between my men. And home. Not even me.
Come on, let's go. What's in that cave? Heck yeah, they're doing it.
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
Oh, you're gonna make it home, buddy. We know how the story goes, hopefully. Wow. I mean, how cool did that look? It looked insanely cool. Obviously, the star of this trailer isn't Matt Damon, even though he's the one narrating, he's Odysseus, he's the one in front. But the star of this trailer is definitely Christopher Nolan. The whole movie just looks like a beautiful palette of a Christopher Nolan movie. Christopher Nolan loves his blues and his oranges, classic cinema, right? But there's like a sheen to his movies. There's like a shininess to it almost. And for a little bit, I was a little like, oh, weird. We're going to have like a time period for Christopher Nolan to work in that maybe like that sheen, that metallic kind of a look won't work in. And then you see that soldier who's like in like the black, like dark blue kind of thing, the armor, and everyone else is in their normal armor. And you're like, oh, there it is. And then like you look at the visuals and like, yep, the dark blues are there. We're going to get those sunset moments. It's going to be a classic. It's going to be a classic Christopher Nolan movie. So I'm like over the moon about this thing. It is my most anticipated movie of next year, like basically everyone else and their mom. I'm super excited to see this thing. The story is going to be awesome because it's Homer's Odyssey, right? It's about Odysseus trying to get home. We got a little bit about the Trojan Wars, you know, the Trojan horse, and even like stabbing it through and trying to keep quiet, like all that kind of stuff. That speaks to me. I love that kind of stuff. The sword and sandal. Like we just don't get that stuff anymore. I watched Lawrence of Arabia just a few weeks ago, rewatching that, and it just reminded me that we just like don't get like big epics anymore, where there's just like hundreds of extras in the scene and they're all fighting. And I think we're going to get that in this. Maybe not to that kind of a scale, but I mean, even the opening shot of like all the soldiers and like basically using the armor to mark their tombstones, like it shows you that this is an epic. This is wide reaching. This is about a lot of people, even though it's about a specific family. So I'm super excited to see this movie, this trailer. Yeah, it gets me hyped. Probably not any more hyped than I already was, to be honest, but because I thought it was going to be great. I was just mostly concerned about how Christopher Nolan was going to bring his like certain style to it and like what that would look like. And this had that Christopher Nolan style, and it still looked very much of like the time period that they're going for. I know some people got up in arms when a picture of Anne Hathaway's Penelope came out and she's like wearing like a blue dress. And people are like, well, they wouldn't wear, you know, whatever. She just looks like she got ripped out of modern times. I didn't see that. I thought she looked like her and Tom Holland, like, definitely looked like they belonged in that time period. And they had blue back then, guys. Christopher Nolan wouldn't have picked the movie if he couldn't do blue. And so, yeah. But I just love this. I love where we're going. I love that we're going to be able to have like a mystical movie for Christopher Nolan. He's so like grounded or sci-fi. Like it's like street level, like Insomnia, or it's going to be like crazy time travel stuff like Interstellar. But he's never like dealt into like the magic angle. I guess a little bit with The Prestige, but even that is like science. This isn't science. The Cyclops isn't science, and we got like a little tiny glimpse of the guy. I hope we get like a full display. I don't want that like shrouded away, you know, that from shadows and all that kind of stuff in a dark place. I hope that he comes out of the cave and we get to see that Cyclops on like full display as these soldiers try to take him down, because like the story is to get home. Like, what a story, right? Like getting home after a war, classic. And so I want them to go up against every threat that we see in Homer's Odyssey, and to see it on full display. I got to see this thing in IMAX, man. I don't know how I'm going to do that. IMAX is not like a thing that's super common around my area, so I'm going to have to figure that one out. Going to have to travel for that probably. But let me know what you think about this trailer. What was your favorite part down in the comment section? And let me know, is this your most anticipated movie of 2026? Or is it maybe Disclosure Day? Also great. Probably my number 2, or Doomsday. You know, if like you're a comic book fan like me, forgive the Black Adam shirt. Okay. All right. I like good movies too. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.